What's good, guys? Just Prince TV here. So, DJ Akademicks, he got called out by LL Cool J, a brother from Queens. Then he gets called out again by MC Shan, another brother from Queens. Same neighborhood that I rep, Queensbridge. And you got Queens involved, DJ Akademicks, and you talking about my hood. You talking about the bridge. You know I gotta speak and talk about things like this too. So let's get into this. Listen, DJ Akademicks called pioneers, legends in hip hop, dusty. You know, they're not relevant in hip hop. They will always be relevant in hip hop because they paved the way for hip hop. You wouldn't have a platform that you have, DJ Akademicks, if it wasn't for the Rakims, the LL Cool J's, the MC Shans. All right? Just because certain hip hop artists, ones from the past, didn't bank in on making as much money as artists today have, don't mean that their voice is little bit. Doesn't mean they don't bring a lot of value to hip hop. Don't ever get that confused with the value of what somebody brings to hip hop. Because hip hop wasn't never a thing that just started out making money. Hip hop, as I said many times, was looked upon as jungle music. Not just by white people, but it was looked at jungle music by foreigner black people, Latinos, and Asians, any race you could think of, thought of hip hop as a trendy, trash music. The only ones that took it serious was those guys in the backyard of their housing complexes in the South Bronx, in Queensbridge, Brooklyn, Harlem, neighborhoods like that, because that's where it comes from. And I'm from the bridge. I could tell you how important hip hop is to a lot of brothers and sisters that come from that neighborhood. It's part of the culture. And if it wasn't for us, there wouldn't be no hip hop. There wouldn't be no DJ Akademicks. Even myself, I wouldn't have a platform to talk to you right now about hip hop if those brothers didn't pave the way for me to talk about it. Even though I come from the same neighborhood as they. I was there when hip hop first started off. Hip hop started off with no manager, nobody promoting the business, no financial structure at all. These guys had to fight, scratch, and claw their way to making hip hop mainstream. I'm in a foreign country right now. I could walk around this country, and I have. I hear 50 Cent. I hear Dr. Dre. I hear Snoop Dogg. This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the pioneers of hip hop. Hip hop is now global. Everybody around the world listens to hip hop. Asian, Latinos, white, black. And it's all possible because of the sacrifices and the efforts that guys like Cool G Rap made. He didn't get paid nearly as much as he's worth. But since hip hop wasn't a business back then, they had to scratch and fight their way just to get a name. Because you couldn't even go to concerts or house parties and call yourself a rapper. You had to be a DJ. Then you had to steal the moment and start rapping and trying to get people into that form of music because it wasn't looked upon as profitable. None of these companies believed in hip hop. Nobody believed in it. Hip hop was the voice of the streets. It was the voice of the people. People that wanted to be heard because they come from impoverished, poverty-stricken neighborhoods. Don't ever get money confused with the pioneers of hip hop, right? Even LL Cool J talked a lot about money and women, and that's cool. Money is big, important, but don't ever get it twisted and think that hip hop was just this big money-making machine. And the reason why guys like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim and Cool G Rap didn't profit as much as today artists is because they weren't that good. No. It's because hip hop wasn't even a business then. They made it a business. Do you understand? So guys like DJ Akademic, who's not even really part of the culture, he's a foreigner. You came to the United States, you decided to turn a culture into something negative. You promote violence, ops, and talking about shit that hip hop never was about. And you think just because you have a platform now that you could talk about hip hop, that that makes what you say valid to disrespect all time greats? Nah. Because a lot of these all time greats are still better than your favorite rappers. Your favorite rappers are all time great, most likely. Nas is 46 years old. You know how many guys look up to a guy like Nas? Jay-Z. These guys paved the way for another whole generation of hip hop. You gonna call them dusty? Get your shit right. Be careful and think about what you say before you say it. Because hip hop, the realness will never die. And rap music is the realest form of music because it comes from the realest of neighborhoods. Realest people that just wanted to be heard. That just wanted to have you put a spotlight on them. Because you wouldn't know what Queensbridge was if it wasn't for hip hop and the culture. Alright? Queensbridge was always looked upon as a neighborhood that people drove past because they were scared to go to the neighborhood. They were scared to deal with some of the stuff that comes intact with being from Queensbridge. But we expose Queensbridge to the whole world to let everybody see there's other neighborhoods like this. And we just want to be heard. We're not people locked up, animals locked up in the cage. We're people with feelings and emotions, and we got a lot to say. Just Prince TV out. Peace. Fuck DJ Akademicks.